All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's go.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out. They reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
He's got Dell for that one. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Lion!
They'll run it once more with Etienne. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They need to get it to the 27.
11.
This is 3rd down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3 and out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Duvernay in motion. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Stroud to throw here on first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it's going to be fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Nice job there by Evan Ingram, giving his offense a new fresh set of downs to work with. And just a year ago, Mike, it's crazy. I mean, he had 114 catches. That led all tight ends, made the second Pro Bowl of his career. He's found a good home in Jacksonville. They're going to need more of that production as they try to get this offense to take the next step. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Hot.
That's quickly out wide for Kirk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Think right open.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big play for Jacksonville. 41 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Silver.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there. After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down, Houston.
We are through one. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. He'll give this to Mixon, running right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this throw batted away and incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick. Get some blockers out in front. Let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's Pierce, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They look to run with Mixon. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Brevin Jordan, touchdown, Houston.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody. And it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Red on red. Here we go, sir.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's complete to ETN. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And he will score! Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. A throw on the run is complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A throw left side finds Dell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback in his protection.
That is intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Ronald Darby.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10.
On red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Route.
To throw is Lawrence. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Mechie. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. To throw is Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. That's into the hands of Dell. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down. From the gun, Winston. To the goal line and in. John Mechie. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A huge play just before the half. 47 yards. ETN now on 1st and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. We're likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Think right. Here we go, son.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. Open man, that's Collins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Lisa 24.
On the give, it's ETN. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them.
And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on them or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Flip, flip, flip. Ready. White, 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 white.
A second down throw for Winston. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Texans first down. They will work the middle with Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Winston looking to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them.
And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Hey.
They put Strange in motion. They'll run. It's ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jaguars extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, it's Winston. This one caught by Mechie. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On play action, Winston. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Winston to throw on first down. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on second down, Winston. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Ready?
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he will power his way into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
The carry here for ETN. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
They need one right now. Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Ready. Let's go.
We'll go play action. It's Winston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Ready.
Back to the air. It's Winston. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Schultz is the motion man. From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
And they're on 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Silver.
Finding room at the 35. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Hey, Lion.
Duvernay in motion.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He's got it at the 3. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Kirk is the motion man. Now this looks like a design run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Dell motioning over. Now, faking the give. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll run. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, go.
They'll run here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Second down throw for Jameis. Now he's free at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston. There's that man again. Another catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
First down, Texans.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. That is caught at the 3. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
Ready. White. Let's go.
They'll run here with Mixon. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that 1st down loss, It really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Pierce. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Pierce. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
They'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over.
Right, let's go.
It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
30 left. 11.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards! Touchdown, Jacksonville! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and number 12 on the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down. Throwing, Jameis. They try to work the screen with Mixon. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The only way the quarterback has time to allow that receiver to go that far is if the big boys up front do their job. I mean, the protection was excellent. The quarterback had all the time in the world to let his wide receiver work open. And when you can pass protect like that, you're going to generate a lot of big plays.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And now, after after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1. They'll go. Winston. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win. And the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
11 Agate. Silver.
Here's Etienne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season.